Thank you so much for staying with us. From some parts of Lagos in Nigeria to other parts of Nasarawa and in Otukpo, a lot of people are watching right now on Facebook. If you're missing that action, it's something that we're doing right here on Channels Television. Go to Facebook and some of your comment. The good part is that you can watch and at the same time interact and get your comments on there. Some of the comment, let me quickly take that for Kanu, who is Uche Nonso, who is watching also and says that Emmanuel said, I love this channel. Sees Muidin's Channels TV is best for me. Herbert said, the man is making a whole lot of sense without bias. Nolando Julius says he's watching live from the UAE. Friday Lube says live from Bori in Ogoniland in Rivers State. Another person said he was watching. Okay, Adeo Lushila said, good job Channels TV, watching from the Netherlands. Just some comments here. The people who so-called leader visit other civilized countries, see they can implement it in Africa, especially Nigeria. That's endurance. Osazi Ogbe says he's watching live in Milan, all the way from Italy. So you are not missing anything at all. If you're not watching on Facebook, you can watch on mobile. You can interact with us on Twitter, and you get to know what we're talking about. We've been talking about the nation's economy and how we can get out of the economic quagmire. Mr. Daniel Boala, a policy analyst and a lawyer, has been talking to us right here on the program. Change begins with me is one thing that the government has brought to the fore. But some people will say, is that the right kind of campaign that we should be seeing right now? Especially, it coincides with the issue of the economic crisis that we're facing as a country. What do you make of that?
I do not know the details of the idea behind the campaign of change begins with me, but I know as a fact and as a person that anything and everything we do in life depends on the decisions that we make as persons. And I believe that change begins with me is a good campaign. And probably what we need is to know the details, because it's not just enough for you to say change begins with you. You have to explain areas by which you are calling on the masses to effect the change or demonstrate the change that begins with them. But if you permit me, I also hold the view that change begins with the citizens, but then the leadership has to, pilot the affairs of the change. The leadership has to start by showing some signs that there is a change. Now, if you look at this government, I honestly believe in this administration. I honestly believe the administration is trying its best. And I honestly believe that the administration means well for the country. But I'm not an economic expert, but somehow, I believe that something is just not right economically, in terms of policy decisions, in respect or with respect to economy in the country. You talked about borrowing and spending. I agree with the government proposal to borrow and to spend. But I know as a person that if I am thinking of borrowing, part of the things I'm going to be considering is, number one, where I'm borrowing from, the interest attached to the borrowing, and whether the borrowing is necessitated by ideals or just by mere want. And even if I want to spend, I have to also look at the areas, where I want to spend actually, whether there are areas that will effectively and instantly affect my situation, or I'm just spending because I want to spend.
All right. Okay, Mr. Daniel Boala has been talking to us, policy analyst and a legal practitioner. Many thanks for sharing your thoughts. Many thanks for being such a great company on the program. Many thanks. Until next time, I'm Sean Okimale. Bye for now.